Hello there and welcome back to At Home with Rhonda. Today I have kind of a lot of things going on. I just actually downloaded a video about processing some onions that were getting ready to go bad. I did lose a couple, but I just posted that one. If you're interested in how to save that bag of onions that you found a couple rotten ones in there. But also today, over the summer, I had, maybe 50 tomato plants. And because I've got so much going on and I'm gardening in the summertime, what I usually do is every time I pick or I harvest any of those tomatoes, I will store them. I'll clean them, chop off the ends, and I'll store them in bags, like Ziploc bags. And then I will freeze them until my garden season is over, and then I have more time that I can can my tomatoes, tomato juice, or spaghetti sauce, whatever it is that I want to do. So today I have gotten some of those bags, and I am in the process of making some sauce today. Let me show you. There we go. I'm roasting them. They are looking really good. This year, actually, I'm doing it a little bit different. I found this lady on Facebook who is really sweet little grandma. She's this Italian grandma, and she gave me that idea of instead of just cooking your tomatoes all day, roast them. And so I'm trying that. I've put some onions on there, roasting that. I wish I had some garlic. Fresh garlic would have been great. I could have put a few cloves on that as well and roasted those. But, you cook with what you have. So that's what I'm doing today. As I'm processing this, I will merge all of the little videos together to show you what I do. But it's smelling pretty good in here. The only problem, it's only 10:30 and my kitchen smells like onions. I'm sure when my husband comes down for lunch, he's going to be like, oh, what is that smell? Onions, you know how they are. They're potent. So if you're processing onions or working with garlic and onions, it just kind of takes over any other smell in your kitchen. But I'm excited about this because one of the convenient things about roasting your tomatoes first, if you can tell, excuse the mess, is the skins will be very easy to peel off. So all I'll have to do is let these tomatoes cool off a bit so that I can touch them. And then all I have to do is peel those little peelings off. And I have another process with that. That'll be another video. But also, if you notice, there is quite a bit of water in there. And so that my pan doesn't overfill, about every 15-20 minutes I use this little thing. And I suction out whatever water is in there because, we don't want that mess this morning. But anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes as I continue on today. I have to add my spices. I have to take the skins off and put all the good stuff in there. So I'll be back in a few. Hello again. So I am at the second segment of making my spaghetti sauce. Marinara sauce or whatever sauce that I'm trying to do today. In the last segment, I showed you how today, instead of just putting my tomatoes in a pot and letting them simmer for a very long time, I saw this little tip on the internet where this Italian grandma, little sweet lady, she roasts them first. And so I've done that today. Let me show you where we're at. Okay, look at those. Wonderful. These are Roma tomatoes, but I have roasted some onions. I wish I had some garlic. I do not, but I'll have to add it as garlic powder is what I'll do later. But for right now, I originally thought that I would take these skins off, but why am I going to do that? Because you got all of that roasted flavor here, so I'm excited about that. So instead, what I'm going to do is just puree the whole batch and see how much I have. And then after I do that, I will put it in my pot and I'll add the spices and whatever yummy stuff, some oil, some olive oil, some oregano, some basil, I'll probably put a couple of, what do you call it, those little leaves. It's not coming to me. But anyway, you put whatever spices that you want to in there. And then I'm just going to let it simmer for about an hour. And I think we're going to be good to go for spaghetti sauce. Maybe add, tonight, maybe I'll add some venison burger and kind of make it a hearty spaghetti sauce. So anyway, I'm going to now, I'm not going to actually video while I'm doing this, but I'm going to put my tomatoes in my my chopper here, and I'm going to puree it and get it nice and pureed, and then I'll come back and show you all the different spices that I'm going to put in there. So stay tuned. The sugar. Okay, so we have gotten our venison burger and we have put our spices. I probably will add some more later after I do a taste test once I get the tomatoes in here. But for now, so far, I've got my venison burger browned, and the next step would be to put my tomatoes in here. So yeah, look at all of that goodness, and these are from my garden this year. I just love it. So I don't know if you recognize, but one of the steps that I took is after I roasted these tomatoes, there was a lot of water content. So the last step, when I was scooping all of my tomatoes in here, you notice that I was draining all of the water out of there, because if you don't, your tomato, or your spaghetti sauce is going to be way too watery. So that's what I was doing. And actually I saved, I'm going to take it off of brown now, because all of my meat has browned. Now I'm going to put it, I'll turn it off until I get everything all mixed together, and then I will put it on a slow cook. And it's about 11:30. I'll let it slow cook for the rest of the day. But anyway, I drained all the water out because that was quite a bit. Whenever you freeze your tomatoes, you're going to have quite a bit of water from that. So I saved it though, because that is tomato flavored water. So what I want to do now is I've added my burger, I've added my spices and some sugar, and And then what I will do is after this starts to heat up, I will slowly add some water till I get the right consistency. So yeah, let me do that real quick. But it's smelling amazing. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so basically, now all I have to do is wait. So later on this afternoon, when my spaghetti sauce is all ready, we'll cook some noodles, and when I get to that point, I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. So far, it's smelling really good. As you know, if you've ever cooked homemade spaghetti sauce, you can start to season it, but then throughout the time that you're cooking it and you're letting it simmer with all of those spices, the oregano, or actually, what is it called? It's got oregano in there, but Italian seasoning. It's got a whole lot of the good stuff in there. The garlic and the Italian seasoning. This, I showed you this earlier. This, I actually make my own spaghetti spice using the skins of tomatoes. So that will be another video, but it's really good, potent flavor that you can make by roasting tomato skins and adding garlic and all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, that's another day, but I add that in there, some salt and pepper, and I just added some bay leaves, and I'll let that simmer for the rest of the afternoon. And about, it's 11:30 now, so about, I don't know, 4. I'll check it and see what it tastes like, see what it looks like, look at the consistency, and yeah, we'll get dinner ready for tonight. So have a good day, and may the Lord bless you and keep you and shine his face upon you, and may the Lord give you peace today. Have a good one. I'll be back. Hello again. So I am back and just wanted to finish up this video for today. So earlier I got my tomato sauce, I got all my spices together, I put the venison burger in here, got everything all set and let it simmer for probably about 6 hours in my crock pot. And now here it is, I'm all done. So now all I have to do is to cook some noodles, some spaghetti noodles, and we're gonna call this done. So thanks for watching, and I hope that this has been helpful for you and that you will be motivated to go make some spaghetti sauce, some homemade spaghetti sauce. Take care, have a great day, and we will catch you later.